Hello everyone, thank you for joining. This is a video review of the Tempo Persist. This is the 6,000 size spinning reel. This is the largest, I believe, in the Persist series. The 1,000 is tiny, and that's like for bluegill and trout and things like that. And then the 2,000 is a little bigger, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 is about the same size, but holds less line. And this is the biggest one for saltwater. This is the 6,000. Has a nice big handle right here for leverage for bringing in the big fish. So let's get on with the review. Here's the box, Persist 6,000. There's a diagram of it. So Tempo is new to Amazon, but they've been making fishing gear for over 30 years, and it definitely shows. This is a quality reel. So according to the box, it will hold monofilament anywhere between 172 and 275 yards, depending on the diameter of the fishing line. So that always makes a big difference, whether you use monofilament, fluorocarbon, or braided line. You can get braided line that is very small diameter and extremely strong, and it will hold a bunch of that. So the spool does have a rubber ring around it, which is good for using braided line because it doesn't, it grips onto it and it won't allow it to spin around, which sometimes if the spool is smooth, if you get a fish pulls almost all the line out, that the whole amount of line will just spin instead of gripping. So this little rubber thing is a good idea. So the 6,000 series with the carbon fiber disc drag system will put up about 30 pounds of drag force. So that means cranking this, it could take 30 pounds of pressure for the, it'll hold 30 pounds of force being pulled against it before it will start turning this way. So the drag system is adjustable here on the front. As you can see, it's set real easy right there. And that little clicking sound is a sound that fishermen love to hear when a fish is pulling line out. Of course, you don't want it to pull out all your line and get spooled. That's a very bad thing. But you also have to, if you don't have a drag, then the fish will just snap your line, and that's even worse. So you tighten the drag by turning that, and it's harder to turn there. And like I said, it will put up 30 pounds of drag force, which is quite a bit. So this reel I got, I'll use for saltwater. It is saltwater rated. Another thing about the spool, right here is a little clip for clipping your line. Once you cut it, if you take it off the rod or whatever, and you want to store it and not have the line start coming off. If you don't have a rubber band, you could just push it underneath this little clip right here and it'll hold your line still. Has the Persist 6,000 right there. So it does have an anti-reverse feature. If you could reel backwards if you want to let line out that way. I've only done that a few times in my, I don't know, 40 years of fishing. But here is the anti-reverse lever right here on the bottom. So if you have it that way, it means you could back pedal, turn the handle either way, flip that over, and the handle only goes forward in the reeling position. You can't back pedal it. It stops automatically. So this type of reel, it's on the pole. You grab the line, flip it over. As soon as you crank it, the bail flips over and it starts retrieving the line. The spool goes up and down to put the line on it evenly. This reel has a 5.6 to 1 gear ratio. That means for every turn of this handle, this goes around 5.6 times, and I'll prove that to you. So I'm going to point my index finger to the handle right there. The little line catch thing is right here above my knuckle, and I'm going to turn this handle, and we're going to count how many times this goes around and around. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the handle's not up to my finger yet, so I'm gonna get it up to my finger and stop it right there. Okay, so that's about 5.5 or 5.6 for one rotation of this handle. That thing went around 5.6 times, and that seems accurate to me. So that is a nice retrieval rate to get fish in faster, get the line in faster, especially if there's a non-target fish going after it. This handle can also be placed on the other side by just merely taking off this plastic cap, unscrewing the handle, putting it on this side, putting the cap on this side, and now you have a right-handed retrieval. But like I said, I cast right-handed with spinning reels, and I retrieve with my left, or crank with my left. It's just the way it is. For bait casters and conventional reels, I cast right-handed, but then I switch over to my left and I reel with my right. Kind of weird that way. But it's a nice reel, very well built. Stainless steel. It has 7 ball bearings in it, plus the anti-reverse, so that's a total of 8. And then it weighs 18.6 ounces, I believe. 18.65. So the advertisement says that the series will weigh between 7.4 to 17.6 ounces. And I don't know if that's before they added the 6,000 series, and if that was the weight for the 17.6 ounces was the weight for the 5,000 series, or maybe they put the larger handle on it, which increased the weight. I'm not sure, but they say 17.6. My scale says 18.6, and I've calibrated it with some small calibration weight, so they're off a little bit. It's probably just an error as far as the advertisement online, but this is a nice saltwater reel. It's going to go on a surf reel for catching stripers, surf perch, all that stuff. All right, folks, thank you for watching. Have a great day. Give this reel a try. It's very nice. It's a lot more price friendly than some of the other name brand reels that like start with a P and a S and stuff like that. After I get it out on the water, I'll definitely update my review. If it is not positive, I will say so. I don't owe this company anything, but giving it a fair review, at least right now, everything seems a-okay. I do like this handle. I like everything about this reel. All right, folks, thanks for watching again. Goodbye.